Hey y'all, it's Alec and Cindy with Sharing the Journey. Today we're going to do a video about two things that we really like to have for our cat. This is Miss Puma. Say hey Miss Puma. We rescued Puma 3 years ago when we worked at Port Lavaca KOA. Somebody dropped her mother off and she was pregnant at the campground, and we adopted her before we left to go to another location. So today we're going to talk about what's the best litter box that we've found while living with the cat on the road and where we put it, and we're going to talk about this cat tower that I use as an end table and the cat uses as a nice cozy place to sleep and perch. So we've tried many different types of litter boxes since we have been living in our Tiffin. We started out with a conventional, regular $4.95 type litter box that you'd get at Walmart or Kmart or any of those stores. And what we found was they were so low to the ground that they would allow the cat to bring a lot of litter out of the box onto the floor. And little Miss Puma has an issue where she likes to back her hiney all the way up to the edge of the litter box, and sometimes when she would urinate or go number one, part of the pee would go over the edge and onto the floor and create a mess. Between that and the litter on the floor, I just couldn't handle that. So we asked around and did some searches on the internet, and we found that possibly buying a high-sided litter box was something that we would want to try. And so I ordered on Amazon a high-sided litter box, and that kept the urine from coming out and landing on the floor when she backed up to the sides. But eventually we decided that did not keep the litter off of the floor. So I was having to sweep the floor 2 and 3 times. So then someone suggested put the litter box in the shower. So we did that. Litter would end up on the floor of the shower. After we took a shower, before we took a shower, we'd have to take the litter box out of the shower and clean up litter off the floor and then shower. And then after we showered, we had to get another towel to dry the shower floor, so that if the cat was to jump in the box, the high-sided box, and then jump out, the litter would be on her feet and her paws would get wet, and that was no good. So we ended up scrapping that idea, and I did a lot of research, and I found this top entry litter box, and it allows the cat to jump up on top like she is right now. She'll go in the box, do her business, and then when she jumps out of the box or comes out of the box onto the platform where she's standing now, you can see that it's got a hard surface there with ridges. Those ridges remove any litter that is in her paws and leaves it on top. And then once a day I just come in and lift the top, and it all slides down and goes back into the litter box. It's very easy to clean. The top just goes up and down. Now you'll notice that it's got some chew marks. Those got kind of sharp. That is not from the cat. That's from a very bad dog that when we bought it, he wanted to investigate what it was, and he to get it open, he chewed the sides, and these things are like between $30 and $40. And so instead of buying another one, we just use it like this. Now down below, I am going to tell you about 2 other things we use, or really 3 things. And all the links to these products will be in my more section, or about, which I'm an Amazon affiliate. And I'll have these items listed in there. The other thing I wanted to mention is, when you live in a motorhome and everything you own is in the motorhome, then you want a very lightweight litter. So we switched to the Tidy Cat clumping litter. It's got ammonia blocker, lasts for 2 weeks between changing. And what I like is it's lightweight. This weighs, I bet, 1/3 of what your traditional cat litter weighs, which saves us, this is 8 pounds. This would have been a 24 pound in regular clay litter. So, it saves you about 17 pounds, which helps you with your overall weight when you're traveling. You'll see a lazy dog laying on the sofa. That's Miss Midnight. And this is her normal position about 20 of the 24 hours a day. So the other thing I want to talk to you about is our motorhome doesn't have an end table. As you can see, there's nothing there for me to put my drink on or whatnot, or any storage. So this cat tower that we bought, and it's linked down in the more section, the cat absolutely loves. She spends several hours a day on it. At the bottom down here, it's got 3 scratching posts that keeps her from scratching up the furniture. You can see that there is a little bit of claw marks here on the corner of the sofa, but for the most part, she's finally been trained to use scratching pads. And then she has a little dark cave here that she likes to go in at night, and her and I play with her toys. But this is where she spends most of her time, is up here in the top. Now this is our second one. The first one lasted about 2.5 years before she had clawed it up and whatnot, and so we replaced it. So we got about 2.5 years out of the first one. Now that litter box we've had for over a year. I don't like to do any reviews on things that we have not tried out and that we like. So the litter box we've had for over a year. This is our second one of these. We loved it so much we bought a second one. But what I like about it is it's got this shelf here. Now there is a scratch pad here. The cat could lay there, but that is mine. That's where I keep my phone charger, my selfie stick. This is where I put my drink at night. And so I keep stuff on there, and she doesn't mess with it. She knows that section's my section. The other 3 sections are hers. So that's another great thing. It's small. It doesn't take up a lot of room. As you can see, there's a picture back here behind it. It will fit in almost any RV and give your cat her own space. The other thing I wanted to tell you about it is, and my wife just reminded me, is when we travel, because of the size of that, it will fit perfectly in our shower. And we can also put a few other things in there, like the vacuum and stuff. So it's the perfect size for travel too, and it gets out of the way. So the last thing I want to show y'all that we use for our cat is, now this is our collection area. This is where, if you've seen our laundry video, we store our laundry stuff. This is where we keep our extra food that won't fit in the cabinets, because we're in a 32-foot motorhome. So please don't judge me for the messy area. We're all about real life here. But this dashboard, Puma loves. In the morning when we get up, she likes to lay up here in the front window and look out at the campground, and she just really loves it. And then in the heat of the day, she loves to get in her little mouse house. It fits nicely on the front dash. It's even got a cute little tail back here that she'll play with. But that is that's where she sleeps during the day. And she can look out the window. Then she crawls out and she lays on the dash and looks out the window. Then when it gets hot, she gets back in her mouse house. But anyway, That's the other thing that I think is very cute, and the cat really enjoys it. You know, I got her this little tunnel thing here that's on the other side, and I'll be honest, she hardly ever gets in it. We put some of her toys up there just as a place to get them out of the way. I may do away with that when we leave again. I haven't decided. Here's Miss Puma. She wanted to come up and see what was going on. She likes to look out that window. So anyway, those are my recommendations for if you have a cat and you full time in your RV. And I'm telling you, the litter box, my daughter's got one for her little condo that she lives in. She keeps it in the bathroom. I will never go back to a traditional litter box. But I hope that if you've got a cat, that you look at some of these things that we do to make our cat's life a little more enjoyable. And it also makes it easier on us, and we know where she is. So like I mentioned earlier in the video, these 4 items, the cat litter box, the tower, the mouse house, and the litter, are all listed down below. We are Amazon affiliates. We'd appreciate if you use our link if you want to try any of these things out. Y'all have a great day and happy camping. So Chance says that he felt left out because everybody got to be YouTube famous but him. So this is Mr. Chance, and Puma has to come in wherever I am. So that's Mr. Chance. He's laying in his big old Serta dog bed that stays underneath the dining room table. And anyway, that's our 2 dogs and our cat. And again, we wish y'all a safe time and happy camping.